Perfect. Right. Believe we're ready to rock and roll. Welcome to those that are joining us tonight, whether through the Zoom or through Facebook, and sometimes whenever you're going to look at this in the future. So I've really kind of kept my mind open as to what would come through today with the messages, basically. And the very key message here is actually about facing our fears. And so many times we are thinking emotionally and also in our actions will be from a fear-based energy. And this ultimately, as we think of energy attracts energy, we're creating that energy back to us. We're creating another fear-based experience from our fear-based thoughts, intentions, and actions. So it's really about being able to cut through the crap. Excuse my French, guys, but we have so much rubbish going on in our heads. We have, am I good enough? Am I good enough? Am I loved? It's, am I safe? Am I supported? Which is a big, big, big thing going on right now. It's like, am I safe? Am I going to have everything I need to survive? Especially with the whole fear base, which is basically how our media is set upon now. They are literally selling fear. And that isn't our truth. There's whole loads of money in this world. It's just been taken in the different direction and away from different people and into pockets of even bigger companies. So there's a lot of untruths happening. There's a lot of fear. And it's about having the discernment to understand what is true and what is not. And that happens in us physically as well. So our time of year of autumn is about letting go and releasing, which links to our lungs. So the CO2, which is quite interesting. A lot of us have respiratory issues this time of year. It's our skin, which links to our crown chakra, which is again against boundaries, what we let in and what we let out. So we can often find skin issues due to our lack of boundaries. And we also have with the colon or the large intestine, which is the letting go, the releasing, which if we have control issues can cause a lot of issues with our digestion in terms of either diarrhea or constipation. And if it's runny, then it's lack of absorption of the nutrients we need, as well as the vitamin D, which gets absorbed from the large intestine. So we can start to really see what's happening for our body as a transition at this time of year in autumn. And it's really about letting go of what no longer serves us purpose or joy. And we are hugely energetically shifting from the old humanity type of pathways, which is very hard, grinding, working hard, head down, fear-based, suppression, control. And that's might not seem like that's the case, and that's even worse at the moment. However, we are experiencing it or seeing it on a platform for us to see it for what it is. So actually what we are in a position of doing is breaking free rather than breaking down. When we think everything's just falling apart, we just get very stressed. We get in a fight and flight system. If it goes too far and we feel hopeless, we get frozen. You know, we hear the rabbit in the headlights. We can get completely stuck when we feel helpless. And that completely shuts down the system. It's not able to go one way or the other, which can cause huge amounts of fatigue in different aspects of our bodies. So it's really about being able to cut through the rubbish and to really recognize that fear is only an illusion unless it's in the present moment. So just say that again, fear is an illusion unless you're in the present moment. Fear is very clever. Our egos are very clever. They will convince us it's real. We'll have a thought, we'll have an emotion, We have a chemical reaction throughout our body. Our body takes that chemical reaction and goes, oh, this is the truth. It doesn't know any differently at that point. And then it sends back up to the brain, and the brain goes, oh yeah, God, I really feel this fear now. And it loops and loops and loops, and it can get us down into a right old vortex. So it's taking charge of our emotions and our thoughts, because this is again of what we're projecting out there into the universe of energy to receive back. So we have to take control. We have to take control of our thoughts. And when it starts coming and playing this tune of you're not good enough, this or that, and they don't want you, or whatever it is that isn't making you feel good, you kind of go, right, time out. I choose love. I choose joy. I choose peace. You can have an image or an object that you can surround absolute love in terms of how you wish to feel, and just hold that object to that point, and that energy will just bring you back to that space of how you really wish to feel. And that is really powerful, because we are very powerful beings. We have been told for all our lives that we don't have the power, and everything we need is outside of us. There's a whole load of power. We are cosmic beings. We are very, very powerful. So when we tune into this power, this internal power, this inner knowing, we can start to transmute into something much more powerful and much stronger in what we wish to receive. So it's press and pause. And this is really important. You have to create space. You have to find space for you. And it's really easy to get into that old way of like, I've just got to work harder. I've just got to get my head down, and I've just got to work. And that's pushing and pushing you and pushing you in this fight, flight, if not freeze mode. And it just becomes this vicious cycle. So you have to go time out, space, breathe, go into nature, hug a tree, get your feet on the ground, go for sea swims, water swim, whatever you need to do to get back into earth, your home. This is your true home, is earth. This is where we have come from. This is where our body spirit has grown from. So it's about coming back into that body spirit that knows, has this wisdom. So just own it rather than this going into like overdrive. Okay. And that not only does that, it creates these free electrons that Mother Earth have that can actually balance the free radical stress that's going on in our bodies, which can cause oxidative stress, cancer, diseases. So it's immensely powerful long term, but short term, it really roots you and grounds you and stops this whole overwhelm. Then you take another breath, and then you decide, okay, this isn't serving me. This is what I want. And you don't need to know how to get there right now, but you're putting the message out there that you don't want this shite anymore. This is what you want. You want love, and you want joy, and you want peace, and you want abundance, and you want health. So really take hold of those thoughts. Think about what you want to feel like and hold that in your body. So this is what we're going to do now. Okay. So get yourselves comfortable. And this could be lying down with pillows underneath your knees, underneath your hips, not your hips, your neck, or seated. That generally tends to keep you a little bit more awake through the process. But even if you lie down, you'll still be absorbing it through. So if you find lying down just helps you relax better because you can't get out of your head, so do that. Just lie down. Just do what's right for you. Everything is about what's doing right for you and not feel guilty for it. Okay. So remember, it's self-care, not selfish. Right. Quick drink. Okay, so hopefully you're settled now. Just make sure you're comfortable. Rest your eyes. Just feel how your body feels. Just start to land into your body. This wonderful miracle that you have been gifted with. Most of us tend to separate from our bodies because we at one point have been told it's not enough, or we've taken on the hype that we have to look a certain way. So actually now start to set the intention to see your body for the true miracle that it is. How everything is functioning and working and trying to establish balance and homeostasis. It's an absolute miracle. You may be finding yourself fighting with that, and that's okay. Don't just breathe into that. Just come into your breath. Be aware of how you're breathing. Don't need to change anything. But just see how you're breathing, where you're breathing from. Is it in your nose or through your mouth? How you're breathing out. Is it nose or mouth? Which parts of your body are moving as you're breathing in? Is it the high part of your chest? Is it deep within your stomach? Do you really sense much of a breath at all? So often we hold our breath when we're tight and tense, fearful. We just do these little breaths. And our breath is actually our instinct. It's the very first thing we do when we are born into this world. As the skin reacts to the change of environment, the skin links to our lungs, and we breathe. And weirdly enough, I'm just being reminded that we poop quite quickly, which again is the whole link between our skin and our lungs and our large intestines. So connecting into our breath, reconnecting to it consciously, this autonomic nervous system that functions without us considering it or thinking about it, it just gets on and does this magic without us even knowing about it. But when we actually connect through it consciously, we create this bridge between our conscious and our subconscious. We form this beautiful connection. So now just really land into your body and feel your breath. Feel how you can expand your breath into your body. Breathe into those spaces you've never breathed in before. If you can picture a baby breathing, their belly is growing so big and beautiful. So relaxed, they're not breathing with their shoulders like in their hyperventilating. No, they are relaxed. They breathe through their stomach. So allow yourself to let go of any conscious inhibitions, any thoughts, and let your belly grow. Breathe into your belly button. Breathe into your back, your sacrum, your lower part of your back. Breathe down into your hips, right down to your pubic bone, into your pelvic floor, into your organs, your reproductive organs. Just create some space. Be mindful where any tensions are. And just set the intention to encourage that part of you to relax, that you wish to connect to it. So often we hold tension in our bodies when we've actually disconnected from it because it holds something emotional that we don't want to actually deal with anymore. This is a beautiful way of the body helping us survive at that very moment. But that survival doesn't serve us now. So actually by connecting, reconnecting to this, knowing that you're safe in your body, this is the present moment as you're breathing safely into your body, you are supported. You allow yourself to gently connect to these emotions, these thoughts, these fears, these old beliefs, even trauma. And trauma can be not just in this lifetime, it can come through our ancestors too, through imprinting. So we could be carrying a whole load of trauma that isn't even ours, but we're not aware of it. And therefore we just continue holding it and creating patterns and fears and triggers. So now we set the intention to be absolutely clear that we no longer carry anything that no longer serves us purpose or joy. Be very clear with your body, with your mind and your heart and your body, that this is it. You are now drawing a line in the sand. You are this pattern breaker. You're breaking the lineage that has come through to you now and what will go forwards for you into your children and their generations. And as we connect, we allow our bodies to let go. We trust them. We trust them with their wisdom to release, to have the discernment of what is pure and what is impure, and we let go to release. So we can be lighter and freer, more joyful, rather than working the trudge, life getting harder. We can just gently lighten ourselves up. We have this beautiful lighter step, even fairy-like, for both male and female. Just have that lighter, gentle movement. It doesn't have to be hard. This is just, again, another old story that's been told for generation and generation. So really start to think of how you wish to feel. The love for yourself. Open your heart. Breathe into your heart. Breathe into your shoulders, the backs of your shoulders. Breathe into your belly. Really allow this whole front line of your body to open. And then gently breathing out, letting your body just sink deeper into the earth, or however you're sat or laying down. And as you're letting go, you feel this support rising up to hold you. Then the more you let go, the more it holds you. You start to find that relief, to know that you're safe and supported. Even if you can't see it, you can feel it. Feel your whole body being held. Like you could imagine an infant with the cranium of the head and the back of the sacrum, the hips. Hold this part of you now. Imagine there's this beautiful warmth coming into your sacrum, into the back of your head. Even imagine someone holding, touching there, where you can relax into it. Even imagine now that these points are connecting with a beautiful light. They may look like electric beams. They may have lots of scattered lights. So just take your time to allow it to become a coherent beam of light from the back of your head, the back of your neck, down through your spine. Just see it weaving in and out of your vertebrae, just given that space. You may want to adjust yourself just so you feel that more elongation of your spine. Just tilting your chin in slightly so you feel that extension of your neck. Lowering them down into the curve of your spine, into your hips and into your triangular bone, the sacrum, right down to your coccyx. You may even feel warmth. Sometimes you'll feel coolness as well. So just be mindful of what you feel. And as you just give a little tension of your perineum, your pelvic floor muscles, we actually start to form a connection now between your coccyx to your pubic bone. And that will now, just imagine that bringing up light up through the front line of your body. So from your pubic bone, really deep in front of your spine, up to your navel, carrying them up to your ribs, to your sternum, your breastbone, to your throat, over your larynx, and up into your throat, up through your nasal area, right into the center of your mind. Even imagine with your eyes just looking up and back. And this is where you're connecting now with the pineal gland, your third eye. And bring in your tongue to the top front two teeth, just behind. And also with that gentle little hold of your pelvic floor. Just creating this connection, this circuit. And then from your center of your mind, it comes then out to the front of your forehead, where your nose meets your forehead. Then up to the front line of your spine, your front line of your forehead, up into the crown of your head. And then back down again. Just creating this beautiful loop of your central nervous system. Not forgetting your breath. I'm feeling quite intense heat right now, so just be aware of what your body is showing to you. It may be an area that physically feels tight or restricted, or some neural thing going on. Just so thank you, your body, for showing you what you need to know. And thanking your body for being there for you. Even though you may have rejected them, they've always been there for you. So let this be this moment now in time where you make that connection, that reunion of yourself. And just picturing some beautiful light above you, like you imagine the sun around you, just beaming through like this wonderful golden shower of light coming down from your crown, down through your back, down to your coccyx, holding gently with your perineum, relaxing the soles of your feet so it can flow then down to your back of your legs, right down into the earth, like beautiful golden roots, just really allowing this major powerful light just flow through you. Take up as much space as you need to. Allow your roots to be as thick, as wide, as deep. Connecting with the roots of the trees, which connect through a whole load of wisdom and a network that connects the whole of the earth. So just connect to this. Really take your space, take your place in this world. Don't be shy. You have this sovereignty. You are meant to be here in this moment, in this time. So take your space, take your place. Really allow yourself to earth, right down into the earth. Really ground yourself. Allow your roots to travel as far as they need to go. You can even imagine them going east and west, north and south, and they all come back and connect right into the center, just merging as one, creating this beautiful loop as they spiral, open and close, and open and close, like the helix of the DNA. And as you connect, there's this beautiful crystal of light blue, the Lemurian seed, which has been here for billions of years. And with this, it shows us the beauty. It shows us the true beauty of this world, of nature, of ourselves and others. It helps us see through the illusions, the controls. It's a beautiful light blue crystal flowing up through your roots, flowing through your feet, like your whole body is becoming this wonderful crystalline structure, this crystalline DNA, even through to your skin. It has this shimmer, this crystalline look to it. Allow it to come up through your legs, your thighs, releasing your perineum to allow it to come through, and then close, open and close. Trusting this beautiful light to come through to you. Rising up through the whole center line of your spine, right up to your third eye, again to the back of your mind, right in the center. A gentle tension of your perineum, your pelvic floor. And just allow that white light, that crystalline light for your central nervous system. Feel it branching out into your whole of your body, into your organs. So into your reproductive organs, relaxing your legs. Your intestines, your stomach, your liver, your kidneys, they need lots of love when we're stressed. So bring that really into the back, lower back. Taking another breath into your heart, into your lungs, and bring that up into your chest, up into your shoulders, down your arms and your hands, up into your neck. You may even feel like a bright light behind your eyes. You may even find your eyes twitching. Just allow that to happen. And this is our space of how we perceive things. This is the command center of our whole body. So how we perceive things actually creates our physical health, our emotional health, and our experiences in life. So we can change, we can create a miracle from the shift of our perception. So set the intention of seeking a higher perspective. To be free of all that no longer serves you purpose or joy. And to know that your true purpose is to be joyful, to find happiness in supporting others in their happiness. We all have a gift. We have gifts and talents, this uniqueness, this spectrum of gifts that we all have. It's just a matter of bringing these beautiful jigsaw pieces together to create this wonderful picture of society and humanity when we break from fear, when we allow ourselves to be our true expression of who we are and who we are meant to be, and how we have this true potential. So right now, picture how you wish to feel, how you wish to be. The unconditional love and acceptance for self. You just are free to be you. No apologies. Dancing with life and joy. Everything just comes to you naturally with ease and grace. We hold this inner peace, this inner contentment. And how from this we start to create a wave of change and transmutation of this world, of humanity. When we take charge and take action. When we don't listen to fear. We know that our real truth is love. Love is the bridge to all. And love is the light that flows through you. Allow yourself to dance. Allow yourself to feel that freedom. To call in all the support you need. Allow yourself to take each step with courage and curiosity. So often fear will present itself and really show up when we're literally at that moment of breaking free into something much bigger. So we allow ourselves to set our toe through the gateway. Just allowing ourselves to step through that light. And we know that the other side is beautiful. It's different, but it's beautiful. Allow your feet to connect through that gateway onto the grass or whatever it is that's the other side for you. And as you step through, knowing in your heart, it just feels so right. Allow your heart to guide you through, slowly closing that gateway that's of the old, unserving patterns and beliefs. Just gently closes. And you look ahead of you in this massive, wonderful vista. You see so far. You can see even beyond the horizon. And you can see the absolute detail. You can see the droplets on the leaves, the veins of the leaves, the sap through the leaves. You can see the absolute detail, even the light that's within the leaves, expanding back out to the whole. You have the power to change. Really feel that in your body. Even growing out beyond your skin, like a beautiful bubble of light around you. This is just accessing now your subtle energy bodies, bringing this beautiful light into these layers around you. Just bring some beautiful 7 layers of light around your body. I picture that as the old Ready Brek advert. You have that glow. Allow your skin to glow, allow that to sparkle. And these are your healthy boundaries. This is you owning your power and your light that nobody has. Nobody should have. This is your sovereignty. So like a light bulb, you don't go in and smash the filament to try and get the light. You sit back and admire the light. You're grateful for that light. So imagine yourself as this wonderful light bulb with so much power and energy and light, and you're just radiating it out. But this is your power, no one else's. To really hold that within the sanctuary of your body, this sovereignty of your light and your power. Really take charge and hold it, own it. This is me. I am safe to be me. I am safe to be me. I am safe to be me. And I'm proud to be me. For I'm enough. I am enough. I am enough. And with this wonderful cloak, this power and the light that's around you, allow it to go over your crown. Bringing it in so you're just holding your space, not spreading your energy all over the place. You're literally holding it through the center line of your body, really centered and grounded, like an axis. You allow your energy to flow around, that you're not taken off course by others' energies and their chaos and lack of boundaries. You have your boundaries. You're held your space, your sovereignty, your sanctuary of your body. You're really holding it. And it doesn't mean that you can move from this space, but you're holding yourself as whole. And you don't get into this ping pong of energy and draining. And with this grounding and this rooting, you have the ability to hold that higher perspective, to create the course of your choices and your actions. And you can just imagine like you're just drawing like Moses in the waves. You're just clearing this energy away. Not interested. And you will create your path, your focus, and what you wish to be, see, and feel in this world. With your heart open, your mind connected. This heart-based consciousness will lead you the way. Just trust in your heart. Breathe into your heart whenever you are questioning yourself. Just drop it into your heart space, and this will tell you, this will always tell you the truth. What's right for you. Both soul and spirit. And then just drawing again this energy, just starting to wiggle your toes, your fingers, your nose. Allowing yourself to land if you feel like you have gone somewhere rather special and beautiful. Just land like a superhero, bringing your feet ever so gracefully down to the ground. Your cloak flowing behind you, whatever image you wish to present and come to and feel powerful in your body. Heart strong, looking at that horizon. Again, just wiggling your toes, your fingers, your nose, taking a beautiful stretch, whatever you need to do to come back into this wonderful body. Take some beautiful breaths. Maybe you should open your eyes now, or just bring your hands, palms together, connected to your heart space. With a slight bow of your head, and just connect to your heart again, just thanking it for always being there for you, for always guiding you. And just hold this gratitude of carving out the space for you. So well done. You're worth it. You're always worth it. And you've got this. You really have. And everything you need to know is already within you. So you've got this. Thank you for joining me. And when you're ready, just gently open your eyes. Namaste. Oh, really yummy. All right. Thank you for joining me, people, whether it's tonight or in the future. And I sincerely hope that has or will help you. Okay, so lots of love, open our hearts, take care.